Hi there, welcome to Prime Sports with me, Razak Musbao. The Ghana Football Association today launched the 5th edition of the KGL Foundation Inter-Regional Under-17 Co-Championship. The initiative, which was first launched in 2021, has been the bedrock to unlocking young talent in Ghana and giving them the platform to display their potential. Speaking at the launch, President of the Ghana Football Association, Kurt Okraku, reaffirmed the association's commitment to nurturing grassroots football through the tournament. We have more for you in this report.
Think of names like David Odro, Benjamin Chevagnon, and most recently, Abdoulaye Norte. These are players that have benefited from KGL Foundation and the 17 Inter-Regional Coach Championship. This year, we'll see the 5th edition of the tournament, which kick-started in 2021. President of the Ghana Football Association, Kurt Okraku, Executive Council members, and top officials of the KGL Foundation were all in attendance at the launch. Kurt Okraku lauded KGL Foundation for their continuous support towards unearthing young talents in the country.
5 years ago, when nobody in Ghana believed in the vision of the Football Association, KGL Foundation came through for us. Can we give it to them, please? So my sincerest appreciation goes to the leadership led by Elliot for your commitment towards the revival of the Ghanaian game, especially and most importantly, your avowed commitment towards offering these young boys the opportunity to realize their dreams. Thank you.
He also reiterated the Ghana Football Association's commitment to nurturing and growing potentials of young players.
The Football Association has taken bold steps to support coast football, including but not limited to the provision of footballs, of trophies, and most importantly, ensuring that there's free registration of up to 90 players per club across the U13, U15, and U17 categories. Again, through our broad consultations at the National Juvenile Committee level, and also working closely with our RFAs, we decided to accept the usage of the National Health Insurance cards as a valid ID for player registration. Beyond this, we have also offered free training for 900 coaches across the length and breadth of our country. 300 have already received such a training. And this year, we intend to continue with this policy.
The championship is also aimed at promoting talent discovery, fostering regional unity, supporting youth development, and nurturing future stars from the district level to the national phase. This year, KGL will provide each participating team with 60 kits, 30 home jerseys and 30 away jerseys. The teams will also receive football bibs and cones.
Away from the KGL Under-17 Co-Championship to the Ghana Premier League now, and Nations FC produced a commanding performance to reclaim top spots in the Ghana Premier League with a resounding 4-1 victory over relegated Legon City at the University of Ghana Stadium yesterday. Goals from Kelvin Ampofo, Emmanuel Lano, Sadiq Al-Hassan ensured that Nations FC secured all 3 points, putting them back at the summit of the league table with 56 points, with only 3 matches remaining in the season. And their title charge remains firmly on course as they look to fend off close challenges in the final stretch. We'll take a close look at the GPL title race shortly, but to Legon Cities now, who have lost their place in the top flight following that defeat, ending the club's 5 to 6 year stay in the league since its rebranding from WA All Stars. Just look at Legon City's performance this season, and after 31 games in the Ghana Premier League, they've only managed 7 wins and some 4 draws and 20 losses and 25 points. This is a record that has ensured the Legon Cities have officially been relegated from the Ghana Premier League. They have no chance at all whatsoever of making it out of the relegation zone at the moment. They are second from the bottom and will have to, play some, top-flight football in the Division 1 come next season. This season, they started the season with Coach Parkwesi Fibin. Then he resigned along the way, and Coach Yawe Champon came into the fore, and he was sacked because of the team's performance. And then the assistant coach took over. And despite all of these technical changes, this was all the club co-managed. Now, remember, Legon Cities was rebranded from WA All Stars. It used to be the club of the former Ghana Football Association president, Kwesi Nyantakyi, and he sold it to the current owners of Legon Cities. Now, the club, since it's rebranded, let's just show you, since it's rebranded, we'll come to the clubs that have been relegated now, but let's take a look at the other slide that's available there. The club, since it's rebranded in 2021 to 20 season. In this season, you saw the club sign players like former captain of the Black Stars, Asamoah Gyan, and it was its first season. Quite impressive. They came 13th, 42 points, escaped relegation. Then in the subsequent season, they came 10th, 46 points, a little improvement from their first season. Then in the 2022-23 season, 9th and 46 points. Although the points didn't change much, but their position improved. And then in the just ended season, they jumped from 9th to 15th. This is where their struggles began to, manifest. The very last season, they escaped relegation almost on the very final day of the Ghana Premier League. That's when they would manage to escape relegation, because 15th, that's just one place above the relegation zone. Now, their struggles from last season did not change much as it's translated into this season, where they managed from 45 points last season. This season, with 3 games to go, they've only managed 25 points, won only 7 games and lost 20 of them. That's how disastrous Legon City season has been, and the decline the club has suffered since its rebranding from WA All Stars. But the relegation battle in the Ghana Premier League is still on. At least one more team will join Legon Cities and Nsoatreman, who are officially out of the top flight. Look at how it's looking like as far as the standings are concerned, the relegation battle. Baseke Holy Stars, one of the teams that got promoted this season, currently 13th, 37 points. And then you have Vision FC, another team that was promoted to the Premier League this season, currently 14th, 36 points. And you've got Karela United. Karela United also 15th with 35 points. So you've got Accra Lions 16th with 35 points. Now, either of these teams, one of them is going to join Legon Cities and Nsoatreman, as far as exiting the Ghana Premier League is concerned. So who is going to be? Left with 3 games to go. 3 games to go, and all of these teams have got some very difficult fixtures that they have to deal with to stand a chance of staying in the Ghana Premier League. So the big question is between Baseke Holy Stars, Vision FC, Karela United, and Accra Lions, which of them will join Legon Cities and Nsoatreman as far as being relegated from the Premier League is concerned. It's one that will wait, and the next 3 games will decide that. All right. Now, we'll get shortly to the Ghana Premier League title race, because Nations FC have now moved to the top of the table, 57 points with 3 games to go, followed by Bibiani Gold Stars, 56 points. And then you have Heart of Lions in 3rd place, 54 points, and Kumasi Asante Kotoko in 4th place with 54 points. And all of these teams have got 3 games to go. We'll show you very shortly the games remaining for all of these 4 teams, and to see which teams stand a better chance of winning the title with 3 games to go. We'll bring you that shortly, but before we bring you that, let's tell you about para sports, because Ghana has now officially inaugurated its first ever para swimming association, marking a historic step towards inclusivity and developing adaptive sports in the country. The association will operate under the umbrella of the National Paralympic Committee, which aims to create opportunities for swimmers with disabilities across the country and prepare them for local and international competitions. We have more for you in this report.
Singular task to swear these beautiful officers in to office.
The inaugural ceremony took place at the National Paralympic Committee headquarters in Accra, where members of the newly constituted board were formally introduced. The association, which will operate under the umbrella of the National Paralympic Committee, aims to create opportunities for swimmers with disabilities across the country and prepare them for local and international competitions. The board is led by Aisha Farida Idris, who becomes the first president of the Ghana Para Swimming Association. She will be supported by an experienced team committed to pushing the para sports agenda, including Joy Sports' Haruna Mubarak, who is appointed Deputy Communications Director of the outfit.
Yes, so para swimming has been in existence, but it's like we've not gotten to a higher level. So when you look at the members that we've been able to assemble, you see that they are very resourceful people who are way in the corporate Ghana. We have the marketing manager of Trillium here as the Secretary General. We have the former presiding member for Tema West. We have someone also from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. So we have a lot of people in here, CEOs also here. So you can tell that we have resourceful people that when we join our heads together, we'll make a headway.
The Ghana Para Swimming Association is expected to work closely with MPC Ghana, the Ministry of Sports and Recreation, international federations, and other stakeholders to scout, nurture, and promote talent in para swimming with a long-term vision of competing at the Paralympic Games.
Of the Ghana Para Swimming Federation.
Now to some athletics now, and Ghana Athletics say they may hold a national trial to select the best sprinters to represent the country. The body had already confirmed the national championship slated for August 2025. However, that event could also serve as the national trial for Ghana sprinters if more than 3 of them make the World Championships qualifying marks. Here is the president of Ghana Athletics, Bao Fuseni.
We want to give the juniors more competition for African Junior Championship in July in Cape Coast, in Nigeria. So these are their final trials. So after this one, we will select a junior team to represent Ghana at the African Junior Championship in Abeokuta, Nigeria. The seniors, so this is their first outdoor competition. We'll have a couple of them before August, so that by August we will formalize our 4x100 for the World Championship in Japan. Right from here, the Nigeria, we will do African Junior Championship in Nigeria, and we'll come back to do West African Junior Championship in Accra. We're supposed to do it before the African Junior Championship, but because of time factor, we could not get enough funds for the West African Juniors. So we'll do the African Juniors, we'll come back to Ghana and do the West African Juniors, then we'll do our national championship in August, where we'll have final selection for World Championship in Japan. We are praying and hoping that we will get more athletes qualifying for the 100 meters than 3. If it's more than 3, then we have to bring all our foreign-based athletes to come to Ghana and do national trials, just like how Nigeria does it, America, US, Australia, and South Africa. They always bring their topmost athletes to come down to their country to compete.
That's Daniel Barcelona with our partner station DWTV. Join us all the way from Berlin, Germany for that quick update. And that's all we have for you tonight on Prime Sports. We've got more stories for you on myjoyonline.com. Thank you very much for your company. We'll be back same time tomorrow.